All right, well, we are going to go live out in the field now as we are taking you specifically to Tumon Bay, where our Nestor Licanto is standing by. The members of the Guam Chamber of Commerce are meeting, and Nestor is standing by, of course, with Ed Untalan, who was, by the way, the Guam Businessman of the Year. So, Ness, what have you got with it?
Hey, Jace. Yes, we're here at the Guam Hilton Micronesian Ballroom. I'm standing by with the chairman of the Guam Chamber of Commerce, Ed Untalan. Thanks for joining us, Ed.
Thank you very much. Always looking forward to seeing you.
All right. So the guest speaker today is Admiral Benjamin Nicholson, COMMAR, the Joint Region Marianas Commander, and he's going to be talking about a variety of different subjects. But one of the ones that would be of interest to your membership is the relationships between the military and the business community, especially with the military buildup. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I'm also looking forward to seeing what he has to say. And as you know, the military realignment has been one pillar for the economy. Had it not been for the military alignment over the last 2 years, I think the island would be in a lot worse situation than we are in right now. So having Admiral Nicholson come over and be able to come and address the chamber membership, it's important for him to see that we are also very supportive of the realignment, as well as the military being very supportive of the local businesses and the overall island as well. So I'm pretty excited to hear about what's next, what's up and coming, etc.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think the administration has said that as the federal assistance from the pandemic wanes, they're counting a lot on military construction, and they open the door through the H-2B program to allow, the foreign workers that are needed. And talk a little bit about the construction over at Camp Blas.
Well, that's a massive project where I think they've only just started. One of the things I want to point you out to see the impact of the overall military realignment is if you go into some of the government reports and you look at employment, you see how much the construction industry has helped offset the decline in the employment numbers that we have. In fact, I looked at it from 2019 to I think the latest report we have as of March, and I noticed that we are still 5,000 jobs short of the 2019 numbers of employment numbers. Had it not been for the military buildup, we would probably be about 7,000 jobs short. So this buildup or realignment is extremely important, not only for the island, but also for national security's sake.
Yeah. And the chamber has always been has had close ties with the military. You have a committee specifically, the Armed Forces Committee, that goes to Washington every year to meet with officials there, just to talk story and just to make sure that they keep those ties going. Yeah.
Exactly. It's very important that we keep close ties with our military partners. As I mentioned earlier, that this is the military. Is a critical part of our economy. You see tourism right now is struggling. Hopefully we to see it to recover, but with the exchange rates right now, I think that's going to be a little bit delayed. So what else do we have right now but our military partners? So not only from the construction side, but also from the tourism side, because they present a little niche that we can go out after the personnel that are staying here and invite them to come into the restaurants, into the stores, into the hotels, into Tumon to keep it alive. In fact, if you've seen it during the last year, that the numbers really, the people you've seen in Tumon were really a lot of military personnel. So they're a very critical part of our economy, and we want to maintain the strong relationships we have with our partners in the military.
Yeah, we've seen those sporadic boosts every time a aircraft carrier comes in with thousands of crew members. They come in, they eat at our restaurants, they shop at our stores.
Exactly. And so, I've always said, it's a critical part of our economy. I mean, it's not the hundreds of thousands of people, but they're repeat and they're current and they're here. So let's not forget them, but also let's not forget the locals to try to invite them out as well. So again, the military, they're tremendous and a very critical part of our economy and our entire island.
One of the things that President Biden had said a couple of weeks ago, I believe it was, that he made a point to say that if China were to invade Taiwan, that the United States would step in to defend Taiwan, which is something that the U.S. President and the administrations previously had never said before, because it's been policy of the U.S. Not to really say that publicly. But what impact do you think that would have for our local Taiwan investment?
Well, I think it's going to stop if there's any movement by China. It's important that the military really secure the relationship with China, Taiwan, but also try to balance the relationship with China as well. Having Guam being the farthest most territory, we're obviously playing a very critical role in national security. So while the president has come out and said it very publicly, it's a reality that we're going to have to live with, and we have to position ourselves with. So how do we deal with it? That's where I think the chamber and the business community, and we develop a real strong public-private partnership, not only with the government but also with the military, to be able to address and come up with ideas on how to stabilize Guam's economy.
All right, that's Ed Untalan, the chairman of the Guam Chamber of Commerce. We're waiting just a little half an hour or so from the speech by Joint Region Marianas Commander Admiral Benjamin Nicholson. Thanks for joining us, Ed.
Okay, brother.
All right.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
Take care.
All right, Jason, back to you in the studio.